I just started with what sparks change. I'm going to refilm this because I think it needs to be heard. And it's kind of a little bit annoying with Facebook that, yeah. So, my question was, what sparks change? What sparks change? Are we happy? Are we comfortable? Do we feel settled in this life? Or do we feel trapped? Maybe some of us are exhilarated. Let's go back to the trapped, okay? I've been there. I was just there. Every single time I went outside, I felt trapped. Every time I came inside, I felt trapped. I felt blocked. I felt like every opportunity that was coming my way was being dissolved. Why is that? Why is that? We are now in the transit of Libra, which is about receiving. It's about balance and it's about receiving, okay? Equal exchange, right? Okay. So let's dig into that a little bit deeper, actually. Let's go that route. If in balance, one has to give the same amount of energy in order to receive the same amount of energy, correct? Therefore, if that is the case, are we doing that with ourselves? So if we're expecting to receive to ourselves, are we actually giving to ourselves? See, that's an interesting concept right there, right? Okay. So what sparks change? When we're in that trap state and we're blocking our own opportunities, how do we change it? Well, we can either sit there and gripe about it and hope something changes. But that would be the definition of chaos, would it not? The definition of chaos is repeating something over and over and over and expecting a different outcome without changing anything in the process. Well, that seems a little bit chaotic, does it not? That's the definition. So therefore, how do we change this? How do we look at the different things in our lives and view them as opportunities, as teachers, as great things in our lives? It's all about perspective, right? Okay, so say you're going, you just got yelled at by your mom. Let's just go that route, okay? And that created something where you ended up having to move out or something, okay? Well, you could either sit there and be like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do, and be paralyzed by it. Be homeless on the streets and, be asking for money at every street corner and your life falls to shambles. Question, did you choose that? Some people may say, I didn't choose that, I didn't ask to be kicked out, blah, 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 blah. What happens when we take responsibility for our own point of view? Taking responsibility for something that may not have necessarily been our direct fault, But guess what? We still have the opportunity, we still have the responsibility to view it a certain way. Is that not true? Okay. So, within that situation, we could see this as an opportunity to say, you know what? How interesting would it be to be out of my parents' home and start a brand new life from scratch? This is where the opportunity of manifesting things can come in. Well, maybe you can manifest a tent or a place to stay for a few nights. And then maybe that'll get you in a creative state to want to create or have some type of tapping into your inner self and saying, what can I do to not only help myself right now, but help others? Because I know for me, this is just how I roll. I am not 100% satisfied unless I'm helping others. So I still need to nurture my own being, right? But why not have something in my life that nurtures both myself and others? Now that's a great concept, is it not? Is there something out there that in difficult situations, we come out of our shells, we break through, and we come up with great ideas, great creations based off of being in situations as what we viewed before as impossible situations to break away from. But that's actually the catalyst that shakes things up, that allows us to grow and to realize who we really are and to be able to flourish and to start something new, to start something creative, in a creative spark within our soul. And maybe within that process, you'll be back at your mom and dad's house if you choose, if you're allowed back. But will you not come back a more healed person, a more healed soul, a wiser soul? Because of all of the different challenges that you just had to go through. But guess what? Your perspective was, this is awesome. Let's play. Let's have fun. Because of the fact that your attitude, your perspective was in a positive nature, it allowed for you to grow to new heights. And now maybe that relationship with your mom can now be mended. And maybe you, instead of her teaching you this lesson, you teach her a lesson. Because it's all about, sharing. And our reflections are all around us. These are our teachers. These are our teachers. And some of the souls around us have bigger lessons for us than others. We just need to pay attention. We need to pay attention to see, whoa, what can I do to stimulate change in a big and grand way, to uplift that vibration within our own soul? Now, how freaking cool is that? Because when we just done it within our own soul, does that not make us feel good? Does that not make us feel blissful? Does that not make us feel like on top of the world? Because it was through the foundation of love and light and positivity. That sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? I think so. There's so many more examples. You lose a job. Okay, well, I guess that creates some type of shakeup to say, what do I actually want in life? You know? Every situation's different, and every situation is not easy. But we can make it as easy and as playful as we want through new eyes, through the eyes of possibility. Now, my challenge for you today is identify a teacher in your life, okay? I'm talking about any soul around you. Don't stop there. Identify that teacher that may kind of shake things up within your own soul, okay? And then look for not just one teaching, 3 teachings. 3 teachings. Whether it be from one soul or 3 different souls that are around you. And if you can, write them down. Write them down and then ask yourself questions based off of those. Why? Because when we ask questions, we stimulate different, neurons like firing and all these different chemical reactions within our brain to think differently. Okay? And make sure to ask some really, really good questions, because it's all about the question. I mean, being Jewish, all we do is ask questions, okay? And it's a really great concept because of the fact that it does allow us to think and look at different perspectives. Because what Joe Schmo over there may be viewing is not the same picture you're viewing. Because you don't walk in Joe Schmo's shoes. Okay? So, we're all creating our own reality here. Therefore, let's view our teachers and try to understand those perspectives. And then gain our own through these teachings. Let me know what you guys think about this. Comment. Even put down some of the questions or some teachings or of what you learned from this. Because I think it would be pretty cool to listen. To listen to these different teachings, because I wanna grow more. And each one of you out there are my teachers. So I'm just the messenger right now. I'm playing the part of Gabe. So let's have fun with this. Seriously, let's have fun with this one. All right. If you feel called to subscribe to Kevin the Meditating Jew on YouTube, go ahead and do so, and you'll get some more of these videos. Over and out, beautiful divine souls.